Happi Kilongosi is a powerhouse consultant, financial coach, and estate planning enthusiast.
Financial freedom means, irrespective of you not working or exchanging your time for money, you're able to still meet your financial obligations.
She has chaired boards, shaped governance standards, and co-authored key training manuals, and currently steers CPF Mwamba Trust Fund under the CPF Group. Happi has carved a niche, helping individuals, including high net worth clients, families, corporates, churches, and investment groups build wealth with intention and plan for prosperity.
There's anything that is a big cause for divorce is financial, is money. Not even those infidelities, because those are just offshoots, financial issues.
That's a big one.
Yes, that's the biggest.
She's a firm believer that strong governance starts at home, and she champions family governance as the foundation of sustainable financial futures and brings this philosophy to life through engaging trainings on financial discipline, estate planning, board leadership, and pre-retirement planning.
We don't communicate because how many people, even starting with you, can say what is their family wealth vision? What is success to you as an individual?
Hi, and welcome to Conversations with MC. Thank you so much for the feedback we got on our inaugural conversation with Dr. Gikonyo. That was amazing. Thank you so much for that. And we had a lot of feedback as well. Now, today, we want to talk about something that we have been observing. Families are not doing well. Okay, not all, but quite a number are doing that because they're not thinking about how to preserve their own wealth and stuff like that. I don't think a month or a week even passes without some people in court trying to fight each other because of wealth that was left and stuff like that. And we've seen people who have actually left even wills. And after doing that, we see cases here and there. And some people say lawyers end up eating their money. Now, that is a conversation today. As I said, we shall be having a conversation that we must think about. And in the house, I have an amazing person. I've hosted her before in a different forum. And when I listen to her, I can tell you solutions will come out. We have Happi Kilongosi. And Happi Kilongosi defines herself as a governance expert and an estate planner. And she has seen enough. But first, drum rolls to Happi Kilongosi. Welcome.
Thank you, Maina. Interesting to have you at this time of the year.
I know. This is a tough conversation for the start of the year. And we just want to dive straight into it. But even before I ask you the first question that I had planned to ask you, it is quite sad what we're seeing, right?
Yeah, it is. It is not interesting.
Yeah.
We need to have better news than family feuds.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, someone said you live and make people who rested very well in the graves to start turning, you know?
We need to flip the conversation. Before they rest in peace, let us live in peace.
I know. I want to start this from a broader perspective of financial freedom. And I wanted to ask you, it's a term that is used here and there, especially when people are trying to advise people and the likes. But I want to get from your end, when someone says financial freedom, what does it mean to you, or what does it even mean?
Well, simply put, financial freedom means irrespective of you not working or exchanging your time for money, you're able to still meet your financial obligations. So essentially that means you need to have invested so that the investment income is able to meet your financial needs.
When you look at Kenyans around, because I know you see a lot from where you work, and I'll be telling them, would you say Kenyans, on average, just on average, and I know there's a general one, are they good planners? Are they financially free? If that's the word I should use.
No. We are very far from there, unfortunately.
Oh my.
And it cuts across people who are elite. I would say it's actually interesting that we are very elite as a society or as a country, but financially, that's a different story, unfortunately.
Oh no, that's sad. That's why you better listen now. So Happi, before we get to what we have really planned to talk about today, I want to get a bit personal with you. And I had two questions that I prepared for you. I wanted to ask you this question. What money lesson did you learn too late?
That compounding interest is really magical.
Oh.
Yes.
Compounding interest is
Yes.
magical.
We learn about compounding interest in school. I think it was in primary.
Yeah.
But
I remember those maths. I didn't like them too much,
Yes.
but they were nice.
But we don't quite grasp the essence of what it really means. Because, and I know most people would say, you don't know how much I earn. It's really not, it doesn't matter. But if you have time and you're consistent, then compounding interest is really magical. I learned that too late. I wish I appreciated it earlier, but they say better late than never. So the thing is, if you have a broader base, so compounding it, let's say 10% of 10, 20 million and 10% of 100,000, you see quantum-wise,
Yeah.
really big difference. 10% of 20 million, that is money you can survive with for quite a long time. You can do many things.
Yeah.
But 10% of 100,000, that is pocket change.
Yeah.
So you need to build the base. And that is where the conversation of how do you preserve what you make so that then you focus on spending what it earns.
Wow.
Yes. So if you get it at whatever age, irrespective of how much money you're making, it does the magic.
We need to go back to a math. My second question to you. What advice would you give today that you once ignored yourself?
You know that saying, kidogo kidogo hujaza kibaba?
Hey.
Yes, that one. As middle class people, we tend to think that is little money. It's just 100 bob. It's just 200 bob.
Yeah.
And we throw a lot of that small money away. But that little money, and thank God to money market funds,
Yeah.
throw that little so-called useless money that you have and look at how it then makes sense after a while. Even just do a challenge of 1 month.
Yeah.
Those little small coins that you throw away, you know, it is just 10 bob, it's just 20 bob, and make a habit of pushing it to MMF. And then look at end month, what that translates to.
Wow.
Very big difference. And I would also give you a challenge. Look at the people that, whoever you know that in your perspective, they have money, and tell me whether those people are indisciplined in any way. They're very consistent. They're very disciplined in all aspects. Because if you master financial discipline, generally you will be disciplined in life, because money is behavior.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is my lesson that I learned. And yes, now, and we tend to think those people who have money and people who have earned genuinely, not the other ones, you will find that they don't lose their money, and they will not, you know, the way you think this person has so much money, why can't they just give me? I'm only asking for 1,000 bob.
Yeah.
And you tend to think they're mean, because I used to say, gosh, these people are so mean, yet they have so much. But it is that little that, you know, kidogo, then it becomes something substantial. So if you master the art that you have to always keep the little that you have so that it builds your base, then you can spend as much as you want from the investment income without having the fear of, I will be broke at one time. Yeah,
Let that sink in, because we are creatures of habit, and sometimes if you're just fond of big lump sums, you never think the small time amounts matter.
Yeah.
Or when you're just good at just giving out anyhow without really thinking.
That is the other catch.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That is the other catch. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Happi. Now let's get to our deeper conversation. I think we may need also some other lessons to learn about just personal finances and how you can manage that to grow those haba na haba. All right. Families and wealth, Happi. And at the recording of this conversation, one of the cases happening today is actually about Judge Majanja, right?
Yes.
Yes, and there's some disputes happening here and there because he passed on. He was a great person, but you know, all the wealth that he left to his brother, now there's a bit of a challenge here and there. I think the family is up, and that's the reason why we're saying there's a problem. I also had the privilege of sitting down with the Association of Family Wealth. There's an association, by the way. And one of the key challenges in that forum as well is passing it on and passing it on peacefully.
Yes.
Because within it, there are kids who feel entitled. Within it, there are kids who feel like they need to get a better share or something of that sort. So there's a whole lot of conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah.
But Happi, let me ask you, you've seen family wealth sometimes either being destroyed, others being stolen, and I think others just being wasted, if I may use that. What destroys, if most, this family wealth? Is it ignorance, culture, entitlement, or silence? Or what would you say this is what I have observed?
All those things you've mentioned, actually. But going to basics, I think the root cause of all that is that we don't communicate, because how many people, even starting with you, can say what is their family wealth vision? What is success to you as an individual? Because it boils down to the person, to me. So as Happi, what is my family wealth vision? What is success to me? So that as you plan your things, that is how you will work around ensuring that your vision is actually attained. I compare it to corporate when we have a vision and a mission statement. So everything that an organization does is aligned to achieving the vision, which is the ideal place. Then you have your mission. So at an individual level, do we have that? So you find, short of having that, then we are all over the place. So, and also looking at the Bible, because Bible is a very good estate planning tool as well. Comparing Eli the priest and Jochebed, the mother of Moses, Joshua, and who? Miriam.
Yes.
Looking at how she was, like, you could say a nobody in society, but look at her kids and how they flourished in the midst of chaos. Look at Eli, a good professional, because as a priest, excellent, but family, different. So it boils down to you as a parent, as a person who runs that family. What do you want? Are you clear? If you don't have that clarity, then you can't lead, because as a leader, you need to influence. So you're influencing them towards what? So when you don't have that, it becomes difficult, because we tend to have this tunnel vision when it comes to family, that I like this person. And we are human beings. So even in families, we have our friends, our siblings' friends, and our siblings who are just siblings. So I would like to reward my siblings' friends. But I need to remember that that is my relationship with them. They also have a relationship with their bigger family. They have influence to them. So let's say my sister is married. What is the influence of her husband? And so if I want to bequeath her, what is the impact of that gift in relation to her husband and her kids? Because they bring in different dynamics. Minus them, I can tell who she is. But with them, do I still have the same person that I know or I grew up with? So as you bequeath, you need to factor in what is the impact of this vis-a-vis? Or I want to give my sister, like Majanja, or what he has done to the brother. Clearly, they were friends. I don't know them, but it looks at they had a good relationship. But he has his parents. And we are human beings. Why would my son give my other son and not me?
I know.
So it brings in different dynamics. So are you doing this person justice, or are you making their life difficult? And we've seen such situations where it might end up in death. You may just break the little family ties that were there because everyone is feeling disenchanted. So is that what you want? So you need to look at it wholesomely, so that you bequeath this one that you like, but you also make provisions for the other so that you don't make his life chaotic.
Hapo kuna shida. Because now, there's something called entitlement. And I think we need to address this. Because one of the things that has been a conflict, and I'm sure probably you've also seen it when you're trying to do your litigations, because I know you do that a lot. There's a lot of entitlement. I need this. Is it an African thing, and I want to tie that in with the question on when it comes to family wealth, where do we go wrong? Is it during the accumulation, inheritance, or even the usage? What would you say?
We don't involve the rest of the family. Most families, Kenyan families, let me speak about Kenyans because I'm Kenyan.
Yes.
You'd find it very weird that some kids don't know what their parents do for a living. All they know is if I want, mommy gives me. We reduce ourselves to ATMs. So when you're not there, you're off the stage.
Yeah.
What do you expect them to do? To be honest, before we blame them, what do you expect them to do?
Yeah.
They have no clue what you do. All they know is that they want, you give. So you're an ATM. So when the ATM is not there, they would still expect. Because remember, this is how we are shaping expectations.
Yeah.
So we are not training them. We are not involving them. We are not even saying what we want to achieve. So I have acquired all these things. But I'm the only one who knows what I want to do. So I acquired this to sell, to do so that I get there. So without involving or letting them know, so if I'm not there, how would they know that that is where I wanted to go? So everyone has their own way of thinking. So for me, I think we should sell this. For this other one, we should maintain. For that other one, we need to maybe bring in investors. So we all think differently because our exposure, our vision, our ideal is different. Okay. So minus a clear way or a clear plan that was set, then we are bound to each doing different things, which results to conflict.
Okay. And I think we shall get to solutions a little bit later, but I still want to dig a bit deeper onto this. Because we need to address this whole entitlement thing. But what you have said as a solution of number one is that conversations on wealth need to be happening on the family table.
Yes.
But we have fathers who think, "Mutonge about my money." You only talk about my money after I'm gone, right? I think that's an African culture. You're discussing me and I'm still alive. That kind of thing. And those kind of things, it's a bit of like a taboo in most African societies,
yes.
Right? Mm. Yeah, so we need to decouple that completely.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a family, like serious discussions. Okay. Just random things, the way you talk to your friends. By the way, I was thinking of, just conversations here and there, and not necessarily, because our families are different. So there's no prescription that it has to be this way. So if your family, you are used to having family meetings, then that is okay. But there are those families where that can never happen. So for those ones, as I meet with Maina, we have a conversation and I will throw in, something that then as I meet somebody else, as I'm with my other child, like that, such that if you're not there, from those conversations, random conversations that you've been having, they will say, by the way, our mom used to say she wanted. So all those are aligned.
Okay.
But if there's nothing, it is only me.
Let me also give you one more taboo. I'll give you one more because I've seen it live.
Yes.
Where this gentleman knows my time is over, probably because of a terminal illness.
Yes.
And because he has about 3-4 kids, calls a meeting and decides to divide the wealth to the kids. But pause, the wife is still alive.
Yeah.
And as soon as he's gone,
Fights.
The kids starts fighting, yet the mom is still there. And I think this man should have left all these instructions with the wife. Or probably doesn't trust the wife. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure you have seen those kind of things. So I don't know what you would give as a solution towards that, because I think we also fear talking about death. And we think we're going to live forever.
Yeah. Yes, so we are very ironical people, because we say at every funeral, this is our path for all of us. So we acknowledge that we are immortal beings.
Yes.
But then our behavior is completely opposite, like we are immortal.
Yeah.
So solution is, and I appreciate we have very different family setups. A trust is, for me, my opinion and what I've seen, a trust is the way to go, because then you're giving instructions that you're not gifting. I'm not giving this entire thing to one person.
Yeah.
And also because we generally do not have one kid, we have several kids. And there's no way that you'd have homogeneous property. So I started from one point, I ended up at a different point. So who do I give this one where I started, and who do I give this one where I'm finishing?
Yeah.
Because by default, it would mean the person who gets the latest, like maybe I ended up in Karen or Runda, that the implication among the others, that is my most favored child.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But not necessarily. It's just that I don't have enough Rundas to give, and I didn't acquire enough property in Runda to give to my to all my kids. So you see, and maybe you had a very functional, they had a good relationship, but now by the virtue of that kind of decision, then trouble begins. And that is not what you want as a parent. So a trust would be better such that it is managed and they all get,
Happy, you're a mother.
Yes.
And I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to ask you, is there favoritisms? Not even favoritisms. I mean, does a parent sometimes have an attachment towards one child more than another?
We are human beings, and there are people who are, you like them more than the other for, you have a truant child, you have an obedient child, you have that child who you send goes in a flash. You have that one that I have to sing 100 times before they move the glass to the kitchen. So it would seem like you favor one, but it's because this one. And then...
Even Isaac in the Bible had two, and he loved
because even you growing up, maybe you're one of those, why is it always me who's getting sent? But because you're the one who goes first, they don't have to repeat a million times.
You're reliable.
Yes, you're reliable. So
listen to this statement.
Yeah.
African families plan funerals and weddings better than they plan retirement or succession.
I agree totally.
We're good
let's say you're sick and there's a WhatsApp, let's help Mr. X, there's a hospital bill, blah, 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 blah. Look at the rate at which those contributions come in. Very slow, but now Mr. X 1 week later is dead. Look at now how those contributions chop, and good amounts. Why do we like resting people in peace? I'd rather we live in peace and, you're dead, you're dead.
You're dead.
And I like the way Muslims do it.
Same day, go.
One day, gone. Yes. Keeping you here so that all your relatives from diaspora come.
It must be
what is it changing?
It must be the cheapest.
What is it changing? Nothing.
Yeah.
If anything, it is just pain for the family. So I agree. We need to change. And I'm not saying disrespect the dead, but we give them too much respect. And for what now?
Okay. I'm going to delve more, and I know I had my planned sessions with questions, but I think this conversation is segued in a very good way because we need to help families. And especially the ones who end up losing all their money in court battles. You're a lawyer, I know. I'm not trying to say it's bad to have lawyers. Even there was a whole conversation about counties hiring lawyers. But anyway, that's a story for another day. What do we do? Because let me say this, and I want to paint a picture. And in fact, I would like you to also give one example. You may not have to name the family. I have seen families and a man who planned, did a will, did everything to the latter. In fact, some of them are renowned. It's public, we know. But decades later, the kids can still enjoy that wealth. They're still fighting, they're still doing what? Yet that man, in his own way, he had planned it. What's all this? And I would like, in between, probably start this by saying, a family that you've observed and you have had to intervene in whichever the way, and you have seen their wealth just get squandered or anything.
Yeah, without naming names.
Yes, without naming names. You can keep it.
Yes.
Yes.
You see, the issue is, and that is why I will start by saying, wills are good, but they are not documents that you use to punish, and they shouldn't be surprise documents because we have expectations. There's a way I relate with you. There's the way I relate with my siblings. So as you do your will, please consider those relationships, those dynamics, because you can't uproot one person I've uprooted you and I'm giving you this. You live in this community, you live with these people. And that one act does not need to disrupt the peace.
Yeah.
So having said that, then it clearly shows, like, let's say there's a will, you have chosen. And the other thing is that as you do wills or trusts, I prefer that you have a corporate trustee, because for one reason or the other, people change, people die, visions change. So Happi today.
So by a corporate trustee, what do you mean? Like
a company,
or
an organization.
Okay.
Because organizations tend to outlive us, and they have processes, they are audited, there are structures in place. So whether I find minor today or not, I will be given the same service, because they have standards. But minor in his personal capacity, I'm not sure you will be the same person I know in the next 5 years. Yeah, we might die together.
Oh, no.
You may go through things that significantly change who you are and your perspective in how you do things, and that is not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
But a company, because if you no longer align with the vision of the company, you change.
Yeah.
They don't change to suit you. So that is one. Secondly, our lack as people who are planning our estates, we tend to look at people in isolation. My brother without his wife is very different. My brother with his wife and kids is a different person. So as you are planning, put in consideration that even the way, I would use another example, generally, because I also work in the pension space. Generally, you'll find women, our next of kin or our beneficiaries are our kids.
Yeah.
So as a woman, you've put your beneficiary as a child, one maybe below 18, or even if they're above 18. Millions with youth. Does it go together? Even yourself, in your younger days, you and money.
Oh my.
You can't walk the same.
Yeah.
One has to leave space for the other.
The perspective changes.
Yes. So yes, I could have a child who's 21, 22, 25.
Yeah.
But looking that I am listing this child of mine as my beneficiary to get 5, 10, 20 million.
Yeah.
What does that mean? If you think about it that way, you will realize that is not the best decision to do. Yeah. So those are some of the things that make... so I have left my wealth to my son, let's say. Of course, my spouse will come in. Do I expect that my son will still continue living in the same roof with my husband? Yet my husband has 0, my son has, let's say, that 20 million.
Oh, no.
You see?
There cannot be peace there.
Exactly. And then this is a growing, you're growing, he's a young man. Now he feels like, what can he tell me?
Yeah.
You see? So cannot live there. So young man, 5, 10 million in his pocket, without an authority over his head.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Yeah.
Do you expect this young man will take care of the siblings? They will attract unnecessary attention.
Absolutely.
Even if older people, because I see people, and excuse me for going, but it's now the cases as they come to my head.
Yeah.
Someone, or a wife has died. There's this... maybe a woman comes and really is supporting and all that. 6 months later, this woman is a wife.
Yeah.
When the money comes in, after the money is gone, even the woman disappears. Or it is a husband who's died.
Yeah.
The husband's friends usually tend to be the ones who want to grab that money. So since you're my husband's friend, why would I think you want to squander the money?
Yeah.
So you give me very interesting ideas, and behind the curtains, you're the recipients of the fund.
Oh my.
So it happens. So if you leave money, a lot of money, and people are aware, it attracts unnecessary attention. You may not be a bad person, but the people around you, you don't know.
Yeah.
So the people around you will either take the money, it will change significantly who I am. Then as I change, I don't know who I'm interacting with, that money will go. And it will just break relationships, because if I've never handled 20 million before, who is to say what I'll become?
Oh, yeah.
and how I will even relate to those kids, because I'll say, it's my husband's money, you go find yours. So we start fighting. So it doesn't, I've seen even age doesn't make people wiser with money anyway. Yeah.
Ati akili ni nywele, ngoja.
I've seen, a man who, after we gave him some money, took a young girl and moved from his ancestral home, because that is where they used to live with a wife and their kids, and shifted. Like he vamoosed completely and forgot his kids. They were in high school and campus, and he forgot them, like totally. I have seen women, because people tend to think, oh, mothers, no. When you put money there, there's no difference. Mothers who also neglect their kids, that you're also always fighting them to take care of their kids. Yeah. So,
but I feel like it's more on the men, eh?
I wouldn't say so.
Oh, okay.
Okay, maybe slightly.
Okay.
But not, the way, even me before, I used to think women are saying, now I am, no, people are different.
So what is, I'm trying to be at the position of someone who can clearly see I'm about to leave all this wealth and probably have not put my house in order. Maybe there's still squabbles even before I leave.
Yeah.
What should they do so that, because you don't want people just fighting over your grave? And I'm just saying that because we have seen families after the burial.
Yeah.
No eye to eye.
Yes.
I don't want to speak personally, but I've also seen, even in my own family, where the siblings
don't speak.
Ended up just being, and it's at the burial day after that, and you're thinking, what is all this?
Yeah.
They forget the phrase, naked I came, naked I go. But I don't know. What should I do?
As I said, as human beings, we have expectations.
Yeah.
And the easiest way to manage people is manage expectations from the get-go.
Okay, so a bit practical,
yes.
Happi, and I'm sorry for just interjecting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I am 50, still healthy, doing well. My kids are now about to get to adulthood. What's the one thing I need to start doing? Is it to probably come to this corporate and start telling them, take note of all my wealth? Or is it taking stock? Those kind of stuff. Because honestly, there's a time there was even a conversation about, do you have a will? People are thinking, what do you think I'm going to die? There's a relation of wills to death. I don't want to talk about that. So how do we get to plan in this? Because I think we need to think about these children.
As you're living, there's space, isn't it?
Yes.
You are managing, because we are not hearing, there's no fights. Things are seemingly well. So what is it that you're doing so that you seem to be holding all your family, at reasonable, peaceful levels? So what is it that you're doing? So think about it and document it, because it needs to be, status quo remains that even minus you, things are still the way they used to happen.
Okay.
Look at corporates. If I go and leave, nothing stops. My presence will not be missed.
Yeah.
Life goes on. So you need to think about it. So understand that your kids are different. They cannot be the same. But in their different nature, how do you deal with them so that we are not fighting? We all relate to you. We could be 7 kids. We all relate to you as a father or as a mother, and we are okay even with each other. So how is it that you're treating me? How is it that you're treating? So what is it that you're doing to... Because even as a parent, there are times you take your kids to different schools for different reasons because of who this child really is.
Yeah.
And even the way you discipline, you don't discipline, as opposed to our parents' era, you don't discipline your kids the same way because they're different. There's that when you tandika, it makes sense and they get the lesson.
Yeah.
There's that one who you're making it worse. So you need to get another form of discipline that will make them... So
Okay.
you need to just document. So understand who your kids or your beneficiaries, let me not say kids, who your beneficiaries are, because other than my kids, maybe you support other people. So understand who they are and the kind of support that they need, such that if I'm helping my nephew, it is specifically, I'm just helping this boy to get through to campus, and that's it. Such that if I drop dead, my estate, my parents will not say, even she had taken the responsibility of taking care of nephew X. So it is yes until they're done with, maybe if I'd said high school or campus, just that.
Okay.
And then after that, that is gone. So this child maybe for some reason hasn't gotten a job. Life is just not looking very up for that person.
Yeah.
They need more help than this one who maybe
Was really good. Yeah.
is prominent, is doing, life is, they're all my kids, but they need different kind of support. You can't do equal because this one needs a lot more. And even as you relate to them, you need to be, putting that when you're dead, they'll say, by the way, now we see why mom was saying this, or it now makes sense. Yeah. It's a process. It's not a one day. It's not a one day thing.
With a lot of debates, because every kid feels equal or whatever. Someone has all the land, but they still want that small one quarter.
Yeah, so you need, because you know your kids, this one is motor fire. So talk to them in a way that your sister is like this, maybe, the marriage didn't work and we need to da-da-da-da-da. And if you see like it will not work, like there's one thing that my grandfather did, the one right thing he did is that he bought his daughters land where they wanted. Because I think he saw the sons would not accommodate them when they are gone.
Yeah.
So he asked them, where would you want to settle? And he would go and buy land for you there.
Wow.
So he bought all his 3 daughters land, significant portions of land. So, it shows he understood his kids.
Yeah.
So it is...
and it avoided all squabbles.
So there's no daughters to chase away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happi, I can't close this family discussion without asking for a good example.
Yes.
Just a good example. You don't have to name a name. One that was, oh gosh, this is interesting for you. I know you have dealt with many, but one that you're like, what a waste, or I don't know what you would say.
Example of a good one or a bad one?
No, I want a bad one so that we can scare people. And then probably a good one. It's okay, we've got time. Go ahead.
Bad ones, let me mention the ones that are in the public domain. Look at the Koinange, the Mbiu Koinange case, who's the other one? There are those ones that are there.
The Keremas or even the Mishukis are in court. I don't know, they're quite a number.
I'm talking of those ones that have been caught, which is that in 50 years, they're still battling in court.
Oh my.
You can imagine, 50 years. 50 years, this is also a child married with children who are also adults.
I know.
That is a generation of fights.
Yeah.
Looking at successful ones, public domain, look at the Kenyatta family. We haven't had them fighting.
Yeah, we haven't.
They're not the first generation, but they seem to be growing in leaps and bounds. So that is a working one.
Okay.
And look at this other one, 50 years, court battles.
They're still fighting. What is this thing I hear about a trust?
A trust is where you're giving, it's like think about it as a safe deposit box with instructions. So if you have a safe here, assuming this is a safe, I need to give you the password for you to access it. Okay. Otherwise you would not access. So a trust is something like that you put your assets in a trust and the password is the instructions that you're giving to the trustees. So there is maybe an office administrator here, so I can't come in directly to the safe. I have to pass through security, the administrator, and I have to show credentials that I am a legitimate person who needs to access, then needs to be verified through the system, then I can access and enjoy whatever is in the safe. So it's the same thing. You've put your assets in the trust, you have clear instructions. And a good example is looking at, let's say you have kids who are still in school. To manage that entitlement is that if you get to achieve this, then you get this. If you get to achieve this, you get this. If I can talk about, I have 3 kids. One is, for him, if school can be taken off his life, like in a flash.
Oh, yeah.
But he's very sporty and he loves sports.
Okay.
And in his head, he wants to be drafted into, those. So you say, if you manage to get this grade, you will get paid for, those things, those extracurricular sports. He loves those sports instruments, bikes, name them, all those things. And you pay, for those football academies, blah, blah, blah. And they're expensive. So you dangle that carrot. If you achieve this, you get this. If you achieve this, you get. But you see, you need to understand this child. That is what they want. And their weakness is that for him, school, is not a necessity.
Wow. Let's get now to advising a bit of the people who are watching. And I'm cognizant of the fact that some of them are Gen Zs in their 20s.
Yes.
All right? So, quick question here. At 20, what financial mistake feels small today but becomes expensive at 40?
YOLO. They are whatever of YOLO. You live only once.
Oh
True.
My. Yes.
But remember, I always say, yes, you can YOLO, but remember, even they say an old cat still enjoys milk.
Yes.
So you can choose to play now, pay later, or pay now, play later. It's that simple.
Yeah.
In life, you need to strike a balance. Yes, there's a place for enjoyment, having fun, because youth is also not it's transient.
Yeah.
So enjoy life, yes, but enjoy life knowing that there's a future. And what kind of future do you want? It is you. No, I'm not asking you to measure yourself against XYZ, but yourself. Have you defined the kind of future that you want? One. When do you want to attain it? And how much is it going to cost? So that informs how much you need to be setting aside. Because having fun, you can have fun in many ways. You can have fun climbing hills, which is costing very little money.
Yeah, you're right.
You can have fun drinking yourself silly the whole weekend, which costs a lot of money. You can have fun hiking.
Yeah.
So looking at the kind of future I want and when I want to achieve it and what is going to cost me, it will inform how much I need to start setting aside now.
Okay.
So that then I have fun while ensuring that I have that. And for your information, you only need 10 years of financial discipline to be independent. Just 10 years. It's not long.
No, you better say that again.
Yes.
I only need
10 years of financial discipline and that consistency. Just 10. And you're home and dry.
All right.
Yes.
If you're 50, you still got some time. And we'll talk about you later. So to the 20 guys, all right, in their 20s, if you are earning little at this age, or if they're earning little at their age, what matters more? Is it savings, skills, or mindset?
Skills.
Okay.
Okay, mindset.
Yeah.
Skills.
Okay.
Because
very important. Yeah.
financial discipline or financial journey is a shift in your mindset. So you need to shift because our exposure is that you need to own land. I need to own this building so that you say, that flat, Happi owns that flat, Happi owns that ranch. But then how is it giving me money?
Yeah.
So do I want that reputation or and who's keeping that register anyway? So mindset, so that because more and more I interact with people and we are struggling with this thing that I can only have financial assets and I am secure. We are so stuck in, I need to own a house, I need to own some farm. To do what with it? If you have no plans, buying land is the worst thing ever if you have no plan. It's not a bad thing, but if you have no plan that I'm buying this land, I want to do 1, 2, 3, so that, then it is useless. You've just thrown your money away. Because how is it helping you?
Right.
For you to live, for you to move from point A to B, you need money. When you wake up, as you put your switch on, it's money. Kenya Power is already running your bill. As you shower, Nairobi Water is running the bill. As you go to the kitchen, so it is money. It is not, I have land.
Absolutely.
How is that helping you? So you need money to live. So mindset and skills, because we are privileged to live in an era where people pay for anything provided you demonstrate value.
Okay.
Anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So skills.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So keep adding them. There's an interesting age gap here. Age group, 26 to 35.
Yeah.
Someone defined them as people who hustle a lot. And then there's this statement that many people at this age group earn well, but
true.
own nothing.
Yeah.
Is that true, and why?
Yes, they have serious mortgages, they have big cars, they have taken their kids to the best schools, but they have zero. So if this, and then the most foolish thing, and I was there, we only rely on one income. It's the most foolish thing ever, but I don't know why we don't see it like that.
Yeah.
And that is why I said in your 20s, get skills. Yes, go to school, but get skills, because one income is a one-legged stool. So if it breaks, what happens?
Yeah.
So get skills that, and the Bible is clear. It says have 8 income streams. And it has not said streams that bring in millions. Even if it is 1,000 bob, you have 1,000 bob, stream 1, stream 2, stream. You know, by the time you have 8, I mean.
Good one.
Yes.
The fortes, you know those people? There's a question for them.
Yes.
What should scare someone at 40 if they are honest about their finances?
You need to ask yourself, if I don't have this job, especially if you only have that one income, if this job ends today, can I still maintain? And that was a question that shocked me out of my wits during COVID. Because I saw many people that I know losing jobs given the effect of COVID. So I asked myself, geez, if I was to get that letter today, or I get to that my job is no longer there, and I realized I actually cannot sustain my lifestyle. Not even for a month, I couldn't. Because yes, I am managing, but it's with my salary. So minus this salary, I realized I can't maintain my kids' school. I can't keep up with my mortgage payments. I don't think I can run my car. And I was like, oh my God, then what? I told myself, something has to change. I need to do something about this. Then that is where my financial journey started. Okay. And now I'm like, oh my God, it is so easy. Why is it that we don't see it? So very easy.
Where are you now first?
I'm at 62% financially independent, I can confidently say.
So hold on, there's a percentage you just mentioned.
Yes, you need to find metrics.
So there's a way of checking it out, right? Yeah.
By the way, if you want to look at corporates, how we work, apply the same principles personally. Because in corporates, when we say we have this, we have made this profit, we are this percentage of achieving our strategic plan, how do we measure that? Yeah. So if we don't have performance management metrics to measure our performance, then we are doing nothing.
Is there one thing you had to cut when you realized this?
Yes, of course. Many. And that it speaks to how do we plan? For corporates, we have strategic, we have retreats where we plan for the whole year, and quarterly the board sits to look at how we've performed, we intended to do this, have we achieved, all those things. Do we do it personally? We don't. So, and we say, money in, money out. You can't afford to live carelessly like that. That is being too reckless with yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
50s, eh? This is where some reality starts hitting, eh? And that retirement is coming, right?
Yeah. And so there's a lot of depression at that stage. A lot, yeah. Because the reality of, I can see retirement, and I haven't.
My kids are still halfway schooling and stuff like that.
And then you realize your cost of living is, your lifestyle is uko.
Oh my goodness. So when does denial about retirement turn into panic? And what triggers that moment?
See, that 50 is the reality of...
Boom. That's it.
And I see people, you're a few years to 60, depression, panic, and I think that is also part of midlife crisis because now you're confused.
And they don't have room to...
Maybe, you see, Kwanzaa, time is up.
Yeah.
The reality of, as you... especially for those of us who are employed, you have perks that you enjoy as an employee. You have a medical cover, you have your gym is paid for, your golf club is paid for. Privileges, small, big, airtime, small things. Then you realize your pension is not exactly your salary. It's actually between 10 and 40%. So if you've already taken a 60% pay cut, Then these are a thing, maybe your airtime, your golf, all those two small things that you enjoy as an employee. So it is not 60, it is way less. And that is why, even looking at the RBA survey, it showed that 95% of retirees are poor. And when they talk of retirees, are those people who are formally employed. And it doesn't matter whether you are the CEO or you're the sweeper.
Okay.
Yeah, so at that age...
95.
Yes, 95. It is sad that in every 100, only 5 are financially independent. And look around. Your parents, the people you know, were they better while working or better at retirement? Yeah. Usually they are not. So at that age, what they need to do, and that is the thing that they need to address first, sentimental attachment with assets. They need to dispose a lot of, for lack of a better word, useless assets that they've acquired, which is not giving them money.
That's true.
Dispose and invest, put that money in things, in instruments that are giving you invest income, so that then you're able to live. Because when you think about it, what is important? Me owning some ranches of land and that I cannot make money out of, or me affording to continue living the lifestyle that I've been living before?
You're right. Hey, 50s and 60s, touch on these people. There's one more question here on that particular age gap, especially the ones who are in this legacy part of 56 plus and going. How many parents unintentionally turn their children into financial insurance policies? I mean, this is my retirement plan. Soma.
And you know that, yes, even my parents said that, and we are, but...
You've accepted.
Yes, we didn't know any better, and you can't ditch them. And even the Bible says, take care of your parents.
Yeah.
But you know the reality that you're living now, it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Even when you do it, you're not handling their lifestyle 100% the way you're giving them pocket change. You're not sustaining their lifestyle.
Yeah.
So do you want to get there?
No.
Yes. So it means you plan for yourself.
Hey. So at what point does supporting family become a financial sabotage? Because, yes, okay, even families, sometimes it even extends, not just parents. I don't know, especially for firstborns. If you try and make it a little or go to Nairobi, I don't know.
I am that one.
You're that one?
I am that one.
Is there a place to say no? How should you say no to family without guilt?
Yes. You remember I said financial planning is a mindset. It's a mind shift. You need to understand, who are you as an individual? Who are you? What is your personality type?
Okay.
So there are those empaths like me who think you can solve the problems of the whole world. So you need to understand what is the weaknesses of your personality type, what are the strengths of your personality type, because we all have flips and flops.
Yeah.
So for empaths, you need to learn to put boundaries, because that is the best way to respect yourself, to say no. Because saying yes without boundaries is also not respect yourself. And you'll end up being a very bitter person, because I don't know how to say no. I don't like doing this, but I still do because I'm unable to say no. So what is the point? Even the Bible says, be a cheerful giver. Yeah. So I'm a giver, but I'm a bitter, grumbling giver. It doesn't earn me any blessings anyway. So why do I do it in the first place? And in line with teaching people how to fish and not giving them fish, then you need to help people to be independent and not create dependence. And I find it's a Kenyan thing generally. We like a situation where I am helping you and I want you to see that I am your kingpin. So I'm not helping you intentionally to make you independent, but I want you to be my dependence and sing my praise. That is...
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Let's have some straight talk on retirement as we come to a close. If someone is 45 and has no retirement plan, is it too late or just uncomfortable?
No, it's uncomfortable. It's not too late, because I told you 10 years is all you need. So you need to do a lot of adjustments. You need to actually have a meeting with yourself and define what you want, when you want it, look at your reality, and just have a plan. If you have debt, how do you get out of debt fast? You need to cut some things. there's a lot that you can,
Okay.
in my session, there's a lot that you can do individually. Personally, I had to cut out those Sunday branches because it was routine church. You do some yam chom somewhere, wherever. It was costing a lot of money, yet I'm saying I don't have money. So you cut those ones, because if you don't have them, will anything go wrong? Nothing.
No.
Yeah. So cut them, automate that. There's a lot that you can, before you go externally, internally, looking at your behavior, there's a lot that you can cut, a lot. It is amazing how you realize there's a lot of money that you leak money.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the guys in the informal sector? I'm saying this because guys in the formal one, at least government has managed to ensure they are doing that. Maybe even their work environments have had private pension arrangements. But there are these guys, they were just not in the formal.
Yes. But their financial discipline does not choose. It is discipline. It is a principle. So it is, even for those who are consultants, you have jobs, you can have a dry spell for long. Still, like I would say the constitution is that your living expenses should not exceed 60%. So range of 50 to 60%. So whatever income you make, that is why you need to cut your clothes according to your size. So whatever income you make, you need to live between 50 and 60% of your income maximum. So if you realize you're above 60, then you're living above your means and you need to do something about it. Then for investment, it is the only one that has a flow. 10% of your income needs to go to investment. And this is not money that mid-month you're going to, so, investment long-term. So it means you can push it as high as you possibly can. It is the only one with just a flow of 10%. Then what I call your fun money, your sherehe money, it is good because we are living and you don't know, so you need to have everything in moderation. So your sherehe money between 20 and 35% of your income, which is a very good allocation. So whatever you call fun to you, whatever that is, should not exceed 35%. Then your short-term goals, things you want to do within 1 to 5 years, whether it's just going back to school, buy a car, whatever it is, your plan within 1 to 5 years, I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, you need to save between 5 to 10%. So provided the percentages align, sum up to 100, you can use that as your, starter, call it starter pack.
Yes.
Yeah, to just, so it means you need to have your Excel and see your living expenses, what are they?
Yeah.
Car wash, all those things shouldn't exceed that. So that looking at that list, when you put it down, you'll be able to see, honestly, I don't need this. I can put down, I can, do adjustments so that you fit in the 50 to 60.
You're right. Hey.
So it doesn't matter whether employed, self-employed, consultant, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Principle is the same.
People need to look for you.
Yes, please. I would appreciate that.
Yes, right?
Because when you have
Do
loaded
you help?
friends...
Do you have some systems where you can diagnose, maybe ugonjwa yako it's too bad?
Yeah, I work with many people, by the way.
Awesome.
I coach people.
Okay.
We work...
Okay.
Yeah, and there are success stories that I'm very proud of.
How do they write to you if they want to reach out to you?
My email address,
yes,
hkilongosi@gmail.com.
All right, hkilongosi@gmail.com. There you go. So don't say that you were just sick and you didn't get a doctor. There you go. Some quick fire, then we close.
Yes.
All right? One word. What destroys wealth faster than poverty?
Ignorance.
Ignorance.
Yes.
There you go. Those ones.
Ignorance is really
It's
expensive.
Real. It's expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is no defense.
Send this to your family members. A yes or no, all right? Can love survive bad money habits?
No. No. That is the other thing.
Yeah.
I wish churches would include financial management in pre-marital classes. Yeah.
It's
a big deal.
But it was a bit surface. So I think
I did one as well. Now knowing what I know,
yes,
that doesn't suffice.
Whoa.
Yes. It can't.
All right.
Yeah. Love doesn't pay bills.
It doesn't.
Does it?
Nakupenda, no.
It doesn't pay bills. And if there's anything that kills, now speaking as a lawyer, if there's anything that is a big cause for divorce, is financial. is money. Not even those infidelities, because those are just offshoots, financial issues.
That's the big one.
Yes, that's the biggest.
All right. Hey, finish this sentence. Retirement without a plan is...
Journey to hell.
Oh, gosh.
You can imagine you're old, you're moneyless, and when you're working, you are the people who goes to golf club, you travel, you have vacations, then suddenly you have no money, you can't even ride your big car.
Oh.
For you, it is even embarrassing to call an Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's journey to hell, depression, and no wonder RBA has it that 18 months, you die.
You die after work.
Yes, after work, 18 months. Not because you're sick.
Yeah.
Not because you didn't have money, but you didn't have enough money to maintain your lifestyle, because we all have different lifestyles. So if you can't maintain your lifestyle, it's problematic. So I'm inviting you for coffee at Serena and you can't afford. Do you think you'll come?
You'll not.
Yes, then you'll start feeling,
You'll be like, let's do a virtual call.
And you see, as God made us inherently social.
You're right, yeah.
So you will feel bad. You don't want to come because you're embarrassed. You feel you're lonely because now you can't meet your friends. That's not a way to live. And your kids are all over diaspora.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're giving you pocket change.
Hey, one habit, just one habit, almost done. The most underrated money habit in Kenyan homes that you would say is what?
I think consistency.
Consistency. Maybe consistency in savings, all that, right?
We tend to say, when I get money, I think consistency.
Okay.
We lack consistency.
Finally, it's a hard truth. The biggest lie Africans tell themselves about money? What's the biggest lie?
Come.
It will come.
God will provide.
Oh.
Yes. In fact, we misuse religion. Yeah, God will provide. That is foolishness. God gave you a brain.
Plan.
Use your brain, use your skills, and God could. And you see, Shakahola and all the likes, what are they taking advantage of?
Yeah, just blame people's money.
Yeah, and they're telling you to plant a seed. Why can't they plant their seeds? So it is that God will provide. I'm not saying God doesn't provide, but no, we misuse it.
Hey, Happi, this has been one great class. And thank you so much to all of you who have also tuned in. I hope it was as practical as possible. You can tell Happi, on the surface, spoke about many other places, investments, all those kind of things. So it's up to you to also start asking yourselves, okay, we need to start thinking investments. When you want to get to learn that, go there, find out, and, plug in immediately. Love, where's the bills? All those kind of stuff. Happi, you see on my set I have a guitar. It has a purpose. It's not just for beauty.
Oh,
do you have a favorite song?
I love my piano. Now I can't think of one.
Thank you so much. This is for Zilizopendo people. My piano.
Shock me.
No worries. I'll play for you after. That one is difficult. Anyway, so thank you so much, Happi, once again.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. This has been real. And to all our viewers, I hope you've gotten something out of this, not just something. I think especially on this part of families, I think the takeout is, let's have these hard conversations. Let's have them. Don't wait until that's when you start squabbling over your wealth and having fights here and there. So for me, is to ask you, if you know your siblings are waiting for the fights, start sending them this video. Let them know they need to see doctors, not doctors of medicine, but doctors of starting to talk about succession and the likes. And if you're there as well as a parent and you have not started having these conversations as well, Happi says what? For you to have a happy life. Make sure that you do these kind of things. Thank you so much. That has been our second episode of Conversations with MC. See you for the next one. And you can as well propose as well. But they're happy. Before I leave you,
yes,
we normally like challenging our guests. Do you have someone who you think should come and sit here? Someone in mind, top of mind, you think, hey, this one should come and probably share?
Yeah, Rina Hicks.
Rina Hicks should come here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rina, over to you. Get you. Thank you so much and bye-bye.
Goodbye.